Do you ever get that experience in life where something shocks you, whether you had a friend, family member, lover that made a decision that surprised you, that you felt probably betrayed, you felt disappointed, felt shocked, upset, anger, and you feel like you've been betrayed, and you don't want to talk to that person. You want to ruin that friendship. And most of the times, when these things happen, we never try to understand why that person did it. Yes, the thing the person may have done could be wrong, or maybe you think it's wrong, or maybe it's not wrong at all. You just didn't like it. You could be in the wrong. It doesn't matter. It depends whether or not you have that feeling or not. These experiences can go into wide variety range here. And you never thought about, why a person did it. What's the cause? You know, try to understand them. See things from their perspective. Because, yeah, you can one day have someone hangs out with you or someone that loves you, and then, as you can see them with someone else or them doing something you wouldn't think they would do. And, of course, as human nature, we would react on impact. We're like, how dare you? How could you do this? Like, my goodness, it's just surprising. Why would you do this? And by the end of the day, it's something we all just do. We never try to think about. Or sometimes we'll cool down, we'll talk to someone, they'll tell us, oh, do you think about why he did this? Or what's it caused? How this happened? And we think about that, or we go to that person. The thing I'm trying to understand here is what Leicester did by joining the X Laws, and how Yo and the friends see the X Laws as people who have a sick, twist sense of justice in a way, and because of that, it made them, already enemies from the start, killing people, whether they're on the side of Team How or people that they don't seem to be on their side of light. Just killing, executing judgment on them. As you can see, as the team that they fought against, Elisha against Way, believed that he had what it takes to kill somebody. He was trying how he could, but in the day, his spirit couldn't do it. It's something that she never signed up for. It's something that she never seen Elisha does. And most of the time, these spirits in Shaman King help their master or friends or partner to become a better person. Now, if the spirit would let Elisha do that, Elisha would not be the person he would be anymore. And Elisha doesn't realize that because he's so focused on revenge. And Yo says something. Another thing I like about Shaman King so much, and how I think Yo is one of the best protagonists in Shonen, is because, not only he isn't like most shonen protagonists where he's all I'm cool or anything, or he's super hot headed or outgoing, he's very calm and understanding, or he views things in a different alternate perspective. Is the reason why I like Yo so much. He was saying how things of right and wrong are different to us, or how Lyserg chose a group to be with that could understand him, that could go through, that felt what he was going through. And Yo and them couldn't provide that at that time, but he still considers them as friends. But nonetheless, if Lyserg were to ever cross that line, he will never forgive him for what he did. If he does cross that line of murdering someone for the sake of something that's not revenge, or even just doing it because his justice. The values of right and wrong are different between each person. That's why justice is blind. Because true justice itself can't be biased as mankind is. Mankind will have our feelings, our emotions heavily involved with it. And because of that, it's the reason why you see the scale, the scale and the sword that the lady has. Justice is blind. It can't be like us. We'll see it as a higher divine deity. How even some cultures see it like that in some ways. And I say, you know what, it makes sense, you know. Now, that being said, let's talk about the true leader of the X-Laws, Lady Jane, this little child that was inside the Iron Maiden suit. And I knew that they toned down the gore in Shaman King. If you were reading the books as I am, you know that Shaman King had lots of gore in it. But watching this anime that's being aired on Netflix, they toned it down. They toned it down a lot. So this one, I was surprised they showed some of it, but not all of it. Especially when she opens the thing, she's completely naked, and the blood is supposed to flood out of the Iron Maiden, and then how she disposed of pretty much of the other team. Just completely executed them as her judgment, and then when the way she made that speech, all the people in the audience starts cheering for her because they see it as the majority of justice of how everyone will see it. People will follow that kind of thing and cheer for it as long they can perceive it in that kind of light. So she showed how their spirit is a God class spirit, one that judges. And so, yeah, she's one of the strongest people in the Shaman King tournament. And something like that, of course, shocked them of how terribly she's executed 3 people up there on stage just to show themselves, to say, commit of your sins. But what sins did they commit? These people weren't bad people. Well, we don't know anything about them, but still, so far I've seen, they weren't bad people. They were just people who were just in the tournament, who just had their own reasons of wanting to become Shaman King, I guess. But because of that, what Lady Jane did, they're dead. Because she said that they're sinners, which is just terrible, in my opinion. Absolutely terrible. So after seeing this terrible, shocking events, believes himself, maybe he really has no choice but to be Shaman King, where he has these 2 forces that he has came in contact to, where they mercilessly kill people for being too weak or for having the wrong ideals and stuff. He don't think it's a good idea for one of these 2 people to become a Shaman King, or else things in the world will be a very, very terrible place. And that's where I'm going to end it. This was an episode I was looking forward to. I was wondering how they were going to execute the episode itself. I said they did not a bad job for the way they're doing things, Like I said, how they were tone down the gore and how they were going to have introduce Lady Jane and how she was going to execute the entire team that they were going against. They did a good job. So I enjoyed it. And that's all I got for this vid. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, of course, hit that bell icon. This has been Madcrownxox on Anime, signing out.